I think by now we're all familiar with what a tsundere is, right? I mean, you clicked on the video! You combine Tsun and Dere and you get Tsundere, one of the biggest staples of anime, manga and games coming from Thing Japan. But why? You see, I don't know. I don't know why tsunderes are so popular. But I'll find it! I'll find the reason. Indeed, my dear viewer, I will find the appeal of the tsundere. First of all, who would be the first tsundere? The very first character that captures this pure, unfiltered essence of hotness and coldness. Well, from my exactly one Google search, only the best quality research over here at this channel, it would be one Ayu Daikuchi of Kimi ga Nozomu-en, a character from an erotic visual novel released in 2001. Yep, bet you didn't see that coming. Wait, you did? Well, this is awkward, hides behind my twin tails. Indeed, she's the one that caused it all. On the 29th of August 2002, when on the Japanese forum Suspicious World, a user referred to her as a Tsundere, the term quickly catching on and spreading until it ended up on 2channel, where it got shortened to just Tsundere. So then, now that we have located our very first tsundere, it should be easy to find the appeal of the trope, right? We just gotta analyze her, take her apart, see what she's made of, see what's inside! Wait! It's probably what you're screaming at me right now, right? Cause you may or may not have realized, Daikuchi-san is all fine and nice, but surely she's not the actual first tsundere. There must have been examples of the trope before her. And to that I'm gonna say... Like, I know it's technically Urusei Yatsura that has debatably the first tsundere that predates the term itself. And there's definitely more, even older examples, but like, come on, we'll be here all day if I have to name all of them. Let's actually get back on track now. Why do we love tsunderes? Well, I have a couple ideas I wanna go over first, before we decide on a solid answer. Starting with the hero's journey, popularized by Joseph Campbell in his book The Hero of a Thousand Faces. It's a schematic based off of the myths and stories of heroes, a schematic that I'm sure everyone watching is familiar with to some extent. If not, well, here it is on the screen. Bask in its glory, revel in it, love it, take it to bed and marry it. Now you might be wondering, Andrew, have you lost your mind? How does the hero's journey relate to the appeal of the well-known trope of tsunderes? Well, dear viewer, first of all, don't interrupt me. Second of all, there's a method to my madness, you see. If you look very closely, you should be able to notice that a lot of the steps match quite well with the progress of a tsundere's character. You have the call for action, in this case being the theoretical tsundere meeting their love interest, refusal of the call, meeting new friends and enemies, tribulations, and finally acceptance and reward and all of that. I am definitely not skipping a few points or stretching some definitions, alright? So as you can see, we could search for the appeal of tsunderes in the stories of ancient heroes such as Gilgamesh, Heracles, Odysseus, and Adam Sandler in the movie Click. Tsunderes present to us all the similar challenges these great heroes had to go through, rooting their appeal in the human nature of seeking glory and thrills. But, alas, I feel this isn't enough. It cannot be this simple after all. Many things can be likened to our universal love of heroic journeys. As such, I feel it's only right if we keep searching for more clues on this mysterious appeal and pool of tsunderes, which takes us to my next idea. Psychology. Psychoanalysis created by the main mother lover himself, Sigmund Freud, is, and let me clarify this, very clearly debatably effective technique of delving into the unconscious mind to find its effects on the conscious. It's a highly disputed theory, but one we're gonna utilize because... well, because I feel like it. In the structural theory of psychoanalysis, the human mind is separated into the three parts. The ID, responsible for overseeing all your basic needs, prioritizing pleasure above all else in what's called the pleasure principle. Ego, controlling the needs of the ID by tempering them to fit into the standards of the outside world, described as the reality principle. And lastly, superego, the self-critical and self-observational part of the mind, also partaking in various reflections and judgments. Your morals, so to speak. Now that we established this, let me ask you a couple questions, my dear viewer. Did you or did you not ever been bullied by a girl? I know I have. And it left a deep scar on my consciousness, you know? I think it all started when I was around 10, actually. There was this girl in my class who would relentlessly bully me. She like called me names until I cried, just make fun of me in general. Hit me too on a few occasions. It led me to being scared of her, and no matter what I tried to do, you know, she would just continue. The more I think about it these days, the more I think it has unfortunately shaped the type of woman I am attracted to, which is a real problem. It led me into some like really bad choices in life and really dark places, and that's probably why I like Tsundere these days too, you know. Yeah, right. I was the one who was supposed to ask questions. I don't know anymore, man. What's your relationship with your parental figures like? Hello everybody, Zingah here! But wait a second. There was already a guy here called that did an intro like this, wasn't there? Why is it happening again? Well, you see, there is actually a huge difference between me right now and the guy who did that intro at the beginning of the video. That guy at the beginning of the video, he comes from February 2026, and I am from the present. Why the huge time gap between us? My house burned down. But don't worry. As I was going through that, you know, the house burning thing, I was still thinking about what makes Tsundere so great, and I think I might have just cracked the code, a couple times actually. So let me rapid fire him real quick. Everyone is a masochist. Think about it. Who doesn't love being a little degraded? Like a naughty little boy or girl or they them or else. And who else can deliver that if not a good old-fashioned Tsundere? You get me? No? Okay. Because you're a loser. Most women probably treated you, yes, you, this way. So that's why you like them so much. It's nice to think that maybe one of them might have actually loved you. No, that one is a bit of a downer. They're historical. I mean, they've been around for so long, it feels like they've been here forever, right? Maybe it's just tradition at this point. No, that's too simple. Gap Moe. It's real nice to see such a harsh, cold character show their softer side, you know? It's pretty adorbs if you think about it. But is it really the answer? No, I don't think so. Because I think this is the real answer. All of the above. Yeah, it's all of the above. I know this is a cliche way to end the video, I know, but come on, lay off me. I tried my hardest to find one definite answer as to why they're so popular. I really tried, but there's just no one singular good answer. It really is just a mix of many things. Tsunderes are popular because people love the Gap Moe, because they love the character development, and because they're dirty little perverts who like being degraded and can't help it. It's just what it is. All these reasons are why I'm certain that Tsunderes are here to stay. They've become a mainstay of culture by now, after all. And not just Japanese culture, no, but also like Western culture too, I suppose. I mean, maybe, I don't know, actually. I mean, you clicked on this video, you probably know what a Tsundere is. If you didn't, you certainly do now. Probably. Actually, I probably didn't explain it a little well. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is, Tsunderes are real great, aren't they? And so, to celebrate, let me serenade you a little song. I'm not a tsundere, I have a general. What the fuck?